Hello everyone, welcome back to our department alumni series. Today we are excited to have with us Aditi Jain from the batch 2015. From being a student here to now working as the scientific partnerships manager for India at the American Society for Microbiology, she has an inspiring journey to share with us. Let's dive into the conversation and learn from her experiences. Hi Aditi. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us the year you graduated from the department?
Hi, my name is Aditi Jain, and it's my pleasure to contribute to this Alumni Voices series by the Department of Bioengineering at the Indian Institute of Science, and to talk about how that training opened doors to future opportunities in my career. To begin with, I completed my PhD in 2020. That was right in the middle of pandemic. When I joined IISc, bioengineering was an interdisciplinary program, which has since grown into a center and is now a department in just about 10 years. Being part of an interdisciplinary program meant working with two advisors who had complementary expertise in biology and engineering. I work closely with Professors Ravi Sundareshan and Kaushik Chatterjee, who is the current chair of the department. My research focused on engineering disease models for cardiac and skeletal muscle tissue. Through my doctoral work, I showed that cellular topography influences the behavior of these cells, enabling the development of more reliable in vitro disease models.
Could you tell us about your current role or position and what you are currently working on?
I currently work as the Scientific Partnerships Manager for India at the American Society for Microbiology, ASM, and I've been in publishing industry for over 5 years. In this role, I focus on expanding the presence of ASM journals in India by strengthening our editorial network and supporting scientific outreach. My work involves organizing collaborative international meetings, building and nurturing partnerships with research institutions, scientific organizations, and individual researchers across the country. I also analyze trends in microbial sciences and scholarly publishing to help guide ASM's strategic engagement and ensure we are aligned with the needs and priorities of the Indian scientific community.
How would you describe your overall experience in the bioengineering department, including academics, research, extracurricular activities, and the support you received?
Overall, I love the culture of the department, and I credit much of that to the founding co-chairs, Professors Sandhya Vishweswaraya and Anand Suresh. The emphasis was always on deep learning, understanding the why behind a research problem, and then gradually pushing yourself to do better. There were ample opportunities to present your research and to gain critical feedback through practicum presentations, annual reviews, comprehensive exam, colloquium, the annual symposium, and poster presentations. This culture of persistent presentation and discussion really helped shape our scientific thinking and also hone our public speaking skills. Beyond academics and research, the department offered a wonderfully balanced ecosystem. There were structured opportunities to engage in organizational and outreach activities. And these experiences helped build a sense of community and made the journey both meaningful and enjoyable.
Were there any particular courses, labs, or faculty members that had a significant impact on your academic or professional journey?
It is difficult to name only a few faculty members, but I must give a special shout out to Professors Anand Suresh and Sandhya Vishweswaraya again for their unmatched leadership. I really appreciate how invested they were in envisioning the educational experience at the department, and their legacy was then carried forward and amplified by Professor Narendra Dikshit and Professor Kaushik Chatterjee when they took over as the chair. Besides, I owe my career choice to Professor Kaushik Chatterjee. I cannot thank him enough for being an outstanding and empathetic mentor throughout these years. I'm also thankful to Professor Ravi Sundareshan for trusting me with animal experiments and helping me understand the ethics of research. Course-wise, my absolute favorite was the regeneration course taught by Professor Rajyaguru at the Department of Biochemistry. He really pushed us to critically evaluate published literature, which was a fun learning experience. Within the bioengineering curriculum, I especially enjoyed biology for engineers, which was taught by Professor Sandhya Vishweswarya in a very innovative and fun way, and she's an exceptional educator. I also appreciated the chalk and talk style of teaching by Professors Ayappa Dikshit and Anand Suresh.
In what ways did your time in bioengineering department help shape your current career path or future plans?
The exposure to diverse scientific conversations, constructive feedback, and seeing how hardworking everyone around us was a both humbling and inspiring experience. It set a strong example of how I approach collaboration and problem solving in the things that I pursue now. Um, in that regard, I'm also thankful to Siddharth Junjunwala and Mohit Jolly for all the helpful professional development conversations, which I continue even today. I'm also thankful to my seniors and fellow department colleagues, many of whom I stay connected with till today.
Finally, what advice would you like to give to current and aspiring PhD students in bioengineering?
The advice that I could share is there's real value in doing PhD, and it's natural to feel anxious about where you'll land afterward. But having a supportive social circle and staying engaged with your lab mates can go a long way in handling the pressures together. While easier said than done, I'd highly recommend to not compare your journey with others and choosing your role models who follow ethical research practices and are willing to do the hard things.
Once again, thank you, Aditi, for taking the time to share your journey and advice with us. We hope our students and viewers found this conversation insightful and motivating. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories in our alumni series. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.